So I finally unlocked Abyss Camo here in Black Ops 6/Warzone. Now, before I start talking about like tips and advice to get the camo, we'll just go ahead and take a minute to admire it. So, you got the black and the whites that flow through it, and then when you shoot, it starts to react to it, and then, if you go ahead and inspect it again, you can see the green starts to slowly fade away over time. So it is a really nice camo. Now, if you want my tips and advice to get this camo, my honest advice is to not get it at all, okay? Black Ops 7's coming out soon. I'll give you some serious advice here in a minute, but like that is my upfront advice. Like, literally, just do not go for this camo grind. This is the worst camo grind in Call of Duty history. This is coming from the guy that did the Vanguard camo grinds in multiplayer and zombies and did the 1200 plus long shots in Modern Warfare 2 2022, okay? This is the worst camo grind in COD history. Do not go for it. That being said, if you're stupid enough like me to go for it, my advice would be to do all of the ARs and SMGs present in the game as of Season 6. You'll do all of those. That'll leave you with about 8 more weapons that you need to do. I would then recommend doing 4 of the Marksman Rifles and 4 of the LMGs. The ones that I did were for the Marksman Rifles, it was the SWAT with the Growl conversion, AEK with the full auto attachment, TR2 with a full auto attachment, and then the Essex, aka the 2-shot wonder. And then for LMGs, I did the PU-21, the XMG, the GPMG, and the PML. That'll probably be the least painless way to get this done. And definitely do this in Resurgence Casuals. Do not do this in Battle Royale Casuals. Do not do it in normal Resurgence or Battle Royale. Do not do it in Plunder. Do it in Resurgence Casuals. Now, me personally, I did most of the grind in normal Resurgence because I knocked most of this out in Season 1 when, like Area 99 and all that came out. It's just that, bro, I had to take like a year-long break from the camo grind after that because like the first half of the camo grind, doing it in normal Resurgence literally rotted my brain. But doing it in Resurgence Casuals, it was still tedious, it was still annoying, it was still a stupid camo grind, but it's a less painful way to get it done. So that's my honest advice. All that being said, they already confirmed that they will be making the camo grind in terms of Black Ops 7 Warzone less painful because they heard the community and how stupid a lot of these challenges were. Like, I mean, we'll go back to the menu so I can kind of walk you guys through how to do some of these because... yeah, like, obviously the camo was worth it, right? Like, in my honest opinion, I do think this camo was worth the grind that it took. That being said, it also would have been worth it if the grind was 10 times less painful, 10 times less annoying, more intuitive, and less stupid. It also doesn't help that some of the in-game systems directly go against the camo grind. Like, in Resurgence, most wanted contracts don't spawn in until, like, the end of the game. Like, why? I'm sorry, I'm usually pretty, like, positive and cheery about Call of Duty, but this camo grind, dude, I've been doing it, so I've literally spent, like, 8 to 10 hours a day doing it for the last 3 or 4 days. It was such a stupid camo grind. So in terms of the ladder stuff, like most wanted kills or whatever, oh, sorry, we gotta go over to the Warzone camos. For like, kills while being the most wanted, that's pretty self-explanatory. You just gotta go into Resurgence and wait until like the 3rd or 4th circle, and then the most wanted spawn in, and you better pray you beat everybody else to them. The other one being kill enemies affected by concussions, flashbangs, or shock charges. Honestly, just spawn in and any of the above. Just get any of the grenades that you can, spam munition boxes, put scavenger perk on, because I forgot to do that at first. Put scavenger on over on Warzone, that'll help you a ton. Run over the enemies when you kill them. It'll refill your shock charges, flashbangs, concussions, etc. Make sure you do that. In terms of the actual class, I would make sure that you have shock charges equipped. Those shock charges will be the most surefire way to do it. But if you see concussions or flashbangs on the ground, definitely don't be afraid to pick them up. There's a few other annoying challenges, like getting kills while under enemy UAVs, and that is going to be the one time where I say, do that in normal Resurgence rather than in Casuals, because you can get it done in Casuals, but there's way more RNG in play, so I'd recommend doing those over in normal Resurgence. I'm trying to look up and down the list right now to remember some of the more annoying challenges, because there's some like get kills without taking damage, which are self-explanatory, but do take a little bit of finagling depending on if you go up against real players or not. For those, I'd recommend just kind of sitting at a distance. Oh, long shots! Long shots can be a bit finicky. So honestly, I would recommend, for example, the Merrick here, I literally have it statted out like this. Like, it basically just put on everything that helps with recoil and give yourself as much ammo as possible, because getting long shots in Warzone is harder than it sounds, because you might think, oh, it's a big open map, it can't be that hard, right? But you gotta remember, people in Warzone are very sweaty, so as soon as they get shot at once, they're sliding, diving, 360ing, moving around, and at that point you could say, oh, just get good aim, but the problem with that is then you have to start to account for bullet velocity and all that, and bullet drops. You kind of have to, like, account for the drop of it, aim ahead a little bit, and when they're going across the screen like this, like, again, you can do it, but if you're using a fully automatic weapon like this, it can be a little bit harder. So just do keep that in mind. Put on as many recoil attachments as possible, give yourselves as much ammo as possible, and just pray. Now, this is like a very niche thing here, but if you were to stat out your Essex for the camo grind, I'd recommend this setup right here, or something very similar to it. The ported compensator part isn't very necessary. I'd probably just go normal compensator if anything, but something along these lines. I'd also probably recommend putting gunfighter on if you want, just then you have more attachments to work with. But I'd go with the Jason Armory 2X scope. That just seems to work the best for the Essex specifically. And then in terms of everything else, like I still have like all my Warzone classes right here, so you know, some of these aren't perfect. Like this, I'd probably actually recommend taking that off and putting on like Infiltrator stock or something, just so then you can move a bit faster while you're aiming to give yourself that advantage. But if you want the sprint fire and ADS time, then maybe Command and Grip would be better. But otherwise, yeah, definitely prioritize the recoil, both horizontal and vertical, because that plays a huge part in winning your gunfights in Warzone. Otherwise, for a lot of the DLC weapons, you'll see the same challenges kind of just copy and pasted. Get 3 kills in a single match 5 times, get 5 kills shortly after sprinting and all that. And for those, again, it's just one of those things where it's going to be more tedious than anything, and it is kind of annoying, you know, when you're ready to go for King's Ransom on a weapon, but you don't have enough weapons in that classical Tiger yet to actually go for it. And then getting Abyss Camo itself is actually pretty easy. You just got to get 2 kills without dying, or I'm sorry, get 5 kills without dying 2 times, which is pretty easy, right? You just go into a match, get 10 kills total for each weapon. You probably bang out like what, three guns per game. Right now, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, the only gun that I have Abyss Camo on is the XM4. I just couldn't be bothered to go back in and get any more right now. I'll get more at some point. I still got to go through into the base weapons in the game because I still want to get that calling card that you get for doing that. But again, oh man, I could not be bothered right now. But anyways, yeah, that's basically it. I've beaten Black Ops 6 and Warzone at this point. I mean, I beat Black Ops 6 a long time ago, but Warzone I've basically beaten now. I mean, there's a conversation to be had about the 100%er calling card, but if I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I care at this point. If I'm gonna be honest, man, like there was a time where I cared, and I still do kind of care, but I don't know. Well, at this point, I'm just kind of looking at Warzone. I'm like, all right, this is like its own different beast. I mean, I don't know. Let me go into the barracks real quick. Let's see what I got to do yet. 56, 50, 66. Yeah, no thanks. Despite how miserably painful the camo grind was, at least now I can say on my primary, I have Abyss Camo. Then on my secondary, I got Nebula Camo. And then on my melee, I got Dark Matter Camo. And for all that, I could say that again, all the camo grinds were worth it in my opinion. At the end of the day, like Dark Matter and Nebula were actually fun to go for. It's just this Abyss Camo. The camo's cool, but the grind was terrible. It was bad. If I could refund my time, this is the one time where I would, bro. Like that, it was just, there was so much time wasted on this camo grind that didn't need it. It was painful. But anyways, yeah, that's about it, really. Black Ops 7 comes out soon. I'm actually looking forward to that camo grind because I can do it in multiplayer and zombies, so I'm looking forward to that. And then when Season 1 comes out, we'll have the Warzone camo grind. And I am looking forward to that because they're having, you know, there's like a lot of really cool stuff coming to Warzone. But, the camo grind itself, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it is. They said they're listening to the community and they're making the challenges less painful, so we'll see when we get there. And if there's one final thing I could say before I end this video, is just thank you guys for all your love and support throughout this year, through Black Ops 6, the Warzone content, all the camo grinds, everything. Without you guys, obviously none of this would be possible. I mean, I'd still be grinding camos and whatnot, but I just mean in terms of the content, obviously, like, you know, having this community and having this following and whatnot wouldn't be possible. Because otherwise, I'd just be doing this for myself. And I mean, it's fun doing it for myself, but it's also cool getting to share it with you guys and having you guys embrace my madness and see me slowly lose my mind in the process, and getting to watch these videos a few years down the line and just reflect on all the craziness that's happened and have you guys along for the ride. So again, I appreciate and love the heck out of all of you. You know, you guys have been really good to me ever since I started making content on this channel back during MW19 and all the way up to now. You know, it's just been getting bigger and bigger each year. And, you know, you guys have never let me down, and I try not to let you guys down. You know, I know 2025 has been the greatest for me in terms of just mental health. And, you know, my overall content output has been the same, but it's also obviously been clear in a few points. My energy's been a bit all over the place. Then we had the capture card shenanigans earlier in the year where I couldn't exactly make Black Ops 6 content from like Season 3 up until now because of things with the just, you know, trying to fix things with the setup. So it was a bit of a mess, but still, I'm very thankful to all of you for all the support you give me on literally everything and anything that I do and everything that I set out to do and accomplish. So again, I'm just very thankful, and there's not enough words or any words in the English language or any language for that matter that can truly describe just how appreciative and thankful and how much love I have for all of you. So thank you. And yeah, you know, we still got some more content to do. We got some more you know, like events and other things happening before Black Ops 6 ends. They have like new Halloween stuff and zombies. We might, you know, we might make some videos on that or some streams on that at least. But otherwise, it's full steam ahead on Black Ops 7. You guys already gave me a lot of love and support on the Black Ops 7 beta videos and TikToks and whatnot. So, you know, I'm sure there's only, you know, I'm sure this is only the beginning of things, and the launch of the game is going to be even bigger. So, yeah, with that, it's full steam ahead for November 14th when Black Ops 7 releases, and everything that this next year between the end of 2025 and 2026 has to offer. It's been a crazy road so far, but I'm just really excited to see where it takes us next. But anyway, as always, a massive shout out to the Patrons and channel members. You can all know in the low ball is here, and an even bigger shout out to the Bubble asking and me many, and the biggest shout out to the GG round. It's only feel like yes, much just a little legends. I love you. Have an amazing day, beautiful. I love you all. Peace.